Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, guys. This is Linda Anderson from Linda Lou Creates. This is like take 3 on my trying to get a Facebook Live done. Let me just see what it looks like here. All right, maybe it's okay. I am way off center, so I'm going to try one last time. So I think that I'm going to actually move the camera, so close your eyes. There's going to be some movement. And let me see if that did any better. All right, so let me see. I'm still trying to just double check. Sorry for the delay here. And all right, I think I'm going to have to go with it. Things aren't working for me today for some reason. But anyway, this is what we're going to be making. This cute little treat holder using my what I've been devouring for a couple weeks now. Lots of stress in my life, so I have been going with these Reese's peanut butter eggs. So we're going to make this little cute little basket with tulips all around and a coordinating card. Now the cards, as you can see, they're the same card. All I did was change up the designer series paper and the layout of it. That's it. Let me just show you real quick. The inside, added the tulip there, and then I'm like, I can't stop there. I need to add it also to the envelope. So here we go with all of that. So, okay. So let me put this all aside. Let's get started with the adorable treat holder. So, bear with me if things go out of frame. Like I said, things are just on my end looking wonky. So, okay. So, my little treat basket here. I started with a piece of Granny Apple Green. It measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then it is the scoring is at 3/4. All 4 sides, 3/4 of an inch, 3/4, 3/4. All right. There is just a little bit of snipping that you need to do on this, and I already did it on one side, so I'm just going to flip it all the way around and snip the other side. It is the score line that goes up to the one that goes across here. So I like to angle mine, so instead of just going straight, I like to just take a little snip out this way and a little snip out this direction, just to kind of help get rid of some of that excess. Oops, a little too far, Linda. There we go. All right, so there, that's all I need to do on that. So go ahead and fold, and let me find my bone folder. There we go. I want to go ahead and do this, give it a chance to dry an extra minute while I show you the rest of the things we're going to do with it. So this is just the bottom of the box, or the basket, I guess I should say. So here it is all folded. I like to use my liquid glue. So the tabs that I cut out, the small tabs, are where I'm going to be putting the glue. So I'm actually going to show you how it just kind of folds up. But what I'm going to do, excuse me, is flip it around the other direction so I can just get the glue on. So let me go ahead and get some on this side. Okay, so remember, this folds up, the tabs fold in, and up will go. Okay. See what I do? I know my fingers are in the way. So there. All right, so I have one side of the box up. So same thing here. Let me just flip it over. This is the right side, or the outside, I guess I should say. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there and there. Now, kind of fold these in. Down they go. And that side. And this side. Okay, so there we have the bottom of our basket. Okay, So I'm just going to set this aside. Like I said, I want it to kind of get a chance to dry then. So in the meantime, let me show you the rest of the supplies that you're going to need. So I have a strip for the handle. It's a 1/2 inch wide. The length is going to depend on the treat that you're going to put in here, okay? Because mine is the eggs that are kind of long, I went with 6 inches as far as the length of my handle. Initially I had done one with 4 inches. I think that would be better if you were putting in a smaller treat like Hershey Kisses or the nuggets. That would fit in there, but because my treat is taller, I went with 6 inches in length. That's tear and tape on the ends. We'll apply this here in a moment. Let me show you then instead the next part. Next, we're going to be using the tulip punch. And let me bring that out. I have so much on my desk, it's crazy. So that I'm trying to... So here is the punch. Try not to get it too far in the glare. I punched 4 tulips out in the Daffodil Delight. And as you can see, I did a tiny bit of sponging on it. So what I did was I used some Mango Melody. Let me move some stuff out of the way here. I have my just little chunk of sponge. Okay. And then I just kind of ran it over. Just, there's no rhyme or reason on how much that you do to it. All right. You can cover more, you can cover less. I didn't go down, obviously, all the way down to the bottom. I kind of wanted that, I don't know, gradient of the color. So I just kind of stopped it there. So let me just, you know, you hit the ends as much as you want. So now we have a tulip that kind of looks 3D, I guess. So this is what we're going to attach to the basket that we just created. So let me go ahead and get some adhesive on the back. So this is what we're going to do is I put the adhesive just on the lower end and set it on there. Make sure it's somewhat straight. And boom. Okay, so let me hurry up and do that for the rest of them. So I'll just get some adhesive. This has not been my day. I mean, I'll tell you what, like I said, I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties. I don't know, I'm probably out of screen right now and everything. So I am just a mess, hot mess. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these tulips on. So I know I'm flush at the bottom, but see how I'm a little crooked on that one. So let me kind of straighten it up a little bit. That's better. I like that better. Okay. Come around to this side. So yeah, we're going to do all 4 sides with our tulips. Last one. Okay. Now, you know, put your handle on before the tulips, after the tulips, whatever works for you. But that was tear and tape that I have on it, so I'm just getting off the release paper. It's going to go on the inside, of course, then. So what I like to do is, even because I'm curving this so it doesn't bend, I kind of use my fingers and just sort of give it a little bit of a curl to it. So you can see how just by sort of pulling it, I'm causing it to bend. All right. So that kind of loosens up those fibers, and then you don't have the crease. So go ahead, stick it down in there. Remember, it's on the outside, your adhesive. I do use tear and tape on this. It's a little heavier duty, a little stronger, and because this is a handle and it's going to get picked up. All right, so there's the basket. Now, this one, I put some of the tulle ribbon, the polka dotted tulle ribbon. I'm not sure if I like that. So I'm going to eliminate that on this one, and then we'll compare. But as you can see, there's a little Easter greeting there. And if I can find from in all my mess. Out of the, it's called Stitch So Sweetly. Here are the dies, and I just used this little one right here. It's just scallop rectangle with stitching on it. I just cut that out and I stamped my sentiment. All right, and let's do that real quick. It is stamped in Flirty Flamingo. So now the sentiment I'm using is out of Itty Bitty Greetings, and it's just the Easter blessings. Okay, so let me see what I can do here and how badly and how crooked I can make this. But I'll give you a little secret here in a second. All right, not bad. I do have another one all ready to go. So I just had to put a little pressure on myself, didn't I? So, all right, off that goes. Now, let me get that. It already has some dimensionals on the back. Popping this up. And go ahead and pop it. The dimensionals are enough to just cover what it's going to cover over the tulip. All right. So there we go. And the other thing I'm going to add is a bow. And the bows I like. This tulle ribbon, boy does it, or yeah, I think that's what it's called. It ties bows really nicely. So let me go ahead and just pop that down. You can do your tails the length that you like them. And there we go. A cute little tulip treat holder. Okay, let's see. Does it work? Will it fit the chocolate? I was eating these right before starting my Facebook Live, and I'm like, oh, I better save one to be able to put in here. So there we go. With or without the ribbon around it. Let me know what you think. Okay, so here it is, our little baskets then. Let's get on to the card. And like I said, I created, it's the same card here and here that we're going to make. I just have one more way that I want to put the paper. Okay, that paper is Pleased as Punch. It is part of the coordination products that are only available till the end of March, so not much longer. Keep in mind, Celebration is still going on too, so but only till the end of the month, so not much time there either. Just a little tidbit, on Tuesday there will be a third release of Celebration products, so if you're interested in purchasing anything, wait until Tuesday. That way you'll get to see it. I don't even know what's going to be there. So, okay. I have my card base. Thick Whisper White, 11 by 4 1/4. This score line is at 5 1/2. And again, I've already stamped the inside then, so that you didn't have to see me doing that. The Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper. You can use either side, either one you want. I'm going to stick with the stripes. Okay, this is 2 inches wide by whatever the length is, and I'll tell you why it's extra long is because I want to do it on a diagonal. So I just need some extra length for that, and there's no real rhyme or reason for the length because of you'll be cutting it off anyway. So, okay, I have a piece of scrap Whisper White here. I have a couple circles already die cut out here with some scallop, then circles for the bottom layer for that. Okay, so we'll get into here. Let's do this real quick. Let me find my, I told you, today is not my day. All right, so let's get some adhesive on here. All right, now because it is going to extend out, I want to make sure I have enough on there. So here we go. I'm going to open it up, and I don't know, there's no rhyme or reason when it comes to this, so boom, there we go. That's what it's going to be. Okay, so get your scissors out and just trim it off. Okay. Sorry, I know I keep going out of the screenshot. Sorry about that. So here we go. It's right on there on my piece of Whisper White, so we're making it nice and simple there. So let me put this off to the side. My Easter greeting comes from, where did I put it? Here we go. You're going to probably hear some things falling here. I see things slipping on my desk. So out of the Fabled Friends stamp set, here I have Easter greetings. So I like my sentiments in black ink. 90% of the time I do it in black, so that's what I'm going to do here today. I just like the pop of the black. So let me go ahead and see if I can get this on here. If not, yep, I cheated and I already have one ready to go, so you don't have to see me adhere that together. Okay. So it looks like you guys are liking it with the ribbon, huh? The little basket with the ribbon. Okay, with the ribbon it is. That's the winner. All right, I did put some dimensionals on the back, and I'll explain why they're lopsided on here in a moment, okay? So, let me pull out the scrap white and the Timeless Tulips stamp set. It comes as a bundle with the punch. If you're ever interested in it, it's a really nice stamp. It's a really nice bundle, rather. So, I'm pulling out the bigger of the tulip flowers and gonna do something fun here. And I have Daffodil Delight, which I'm going to ink this up with. Then I'm going to grab my Mango Melody and I'm just gonna hit it kind of with the corner or the edge of the ink pad. Just come along and just kind of brush it on there as far as little as you want. And again, I'm trying to sort of make it look similar to the flowers, the tulips that I did on the treat holder. So let's go ahead and get that stamped down. And the fun reveal. Might be hard to see, but there is that little bit of darker ink then along the edges of the flower. Okay, let me go ahead. We will punch that out. Nope, I'm going to leave. No, actually, I'm going to close these for right now. Okay. And let's go ahead and punch this out. I should have actually stamped it over on this side. If I did, I wouldn't be wasting any cardstock. But because I stamped it where I did, I'm going to also be punching out that leaf. So that's one thing with these punches, you kind of have to figure out where to stamp it on your scrap paper in order to get the best usage of your cardstock. So, okay, here we go. That I have. I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on the back of that, and through the magic of TV, I already have one done. Okay, so there is that. Now, this time, I'm going to pull in my Granny Apple Green, because to do the flowers, let me just pull in the one that I already have done. I started with the stems first. That helped me with sort of the planning of where I wanted everything. And this stamp set has two stems, straight and a curved. So the straight I wanted to do for the middle. The curve then is on either side. So one thing though, with this is the clear stamps, then the photopolymer, you could, or I could actually turn this and curve it on my block as it is, but I'm lazy, remember that, and I just went with the way it is. So the straight stamp, or stem rather, let's ink that up. And I know it's going to be kind of funny here, but I have to stamp it sideways for me to see it. Okay, so stem number 1. Here we go now. The other one that's curved, I'm going to use for the other 2 flowers. So, 1. Now, if I went to use it again, it would be, the curve would be going in the same direction. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to use the other end as the other stem. Okay, so there's the stems. Let's just add a couple leaves real quick. There are several leaves images in this set. I'm just going to go ahead and just grab one, and however it looks like it's going to fit, we'll do it. So you can flip it around to either way you want. Let's get some more here. I'm going to actually put in one more right here. Okay, there we go. There's the leaves now. Okay, so I can close up the Granny Apple Green. And then let me show you one more time. Now this flower, the tulip, is one of the smaller ones. Or I think it is the smallest one. So here's what we're going to do. The same process that we did with the bigger one. Stamp it first in Daffodil Delight. Then I'm bringing over my Mango Melody and just using that edge, that corner or whatever of the ink pad itself, and just rubbing it. And I will go ahead, sorry, I probably went out of screen again, and I will stamp it. Now because you have that dark ink in there, I recommend cleaning off your stamp every time. So I have a clean stamp. I go back into the Daffodil Delight. I just don't know if I can get this turned so that you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm just kind of rubbing the ink pad. Okay. And then I come back here. And there we go. There's my 2 flowers there. And that's all I need. That's all the stamping. Lots of stamping on this one. But that's what makes it fun. Especially with all of us stuck inside. So with this, I will mount it onto the black scallop circle. Add some dimensionals on the back, which is what I have right here. So now it's time to just build this. So let's go ahead and hang on. I have to plug everything back in. Here we go. I told you, technical difficulties for me today. I'm going to go ahead, get my dimensionals. There we go. And down that goes. Now here's why I only put the dimensionals kind of cockeyed. I am going to overlap the greeting over top of the big circle, which already has dimensionals behind it. So if I were to put dimensionals behind everything, then it would be really sticking up kind of too thickly. Too thickly? Is that a word? I don't know. It's been one of those days, obviously. I just put a little adhesive. You really don't need to do that because the dimensionals will hold it in place. And then go ahead and put down your greeting. I have my punched out large tulip that has a couple dimensionals. I only did it on the bottom half or so because it's going to stick up and out and over. So however high you want that to extend out, go for it. Now to kind of again tie it in with the little treat holder, I have another one of the polka dotted tulle bows. It's been a rough day. Already tied, putting it on with a glue dot, and there's my card. Okay, so tell me. The consensus I think was that you liked having the ribbon on the basket. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you which one of the cards, diagonal, straight up and down, or if you prefer it going across the card. So there we go, just with a simple 2-inch strip of paper, and you can make a card look different on each of it. Remember to decorate the inside. Remember to decorate also your envelopes. Okay, I am ready for Easter, getting there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for all the chatter and endlessness of this. It's just been one of those days, and I think for all of us it's been quite a crazy week, and more to come. So I want you to have yourselves a great day. If you find yourself in need of some stamping, come visit me here on my Facebook page, also on my blog, which is lindaloucreates.com. And yeah, get creative today. I hope you can. And have a great day. Thanks. Bye now.